Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have received, and I'm super thrilled, the latest blush from Armani. They are the Luminous Silk Cheek Tint. They are water-based. It's a water to oil product. I have 3 shades to swatch and review with you guys. Right, so other than these, I have been testing a few things on me and a few makeup tricks. So obviously I'm not the only one who has fine lines, and I feel like whenever I apply my makeup, my concealer, and then powder, no matter what's the brand, there's always some creasing. So I have seen on social media, if you apply the Aquaphor under your eyes, the creasing is much less. So Aquaphor is basically just a greasy base. So I have been applying the Vaseline under my eyes, and I have been applying it here on nasal, whatever they call those lines here, the smile lines, because I found it, so personally, I don't find it really flattering when you have all the makeup, the foundation that gets stuck in those lines. And if you remove it, you basically remove your foundation. So I have been putting Vaseline before I apply anything. Then I go in with my primer and then foundation, but I kind of don't apply too much foundation in here. And I've been applying the Vaseline under my eyes, and I have to admit, guys, it's kind of working. I'm gonna give it a few more tries and then I can do a tutorial, like something short and sweet, but it is really working. Like, there's no, because I have my foundation on now and there is nothing that gets stuck in the fine lines. Anyway, just thought of sharing with you. I have been so lucky with the product I've been receiving and reviewing lately. These were sent PR to me by Armani. Well, it look fantastic. So we have shade 62, shade 50.5 and shade 53. So these are the 3. So there are in total 6 shades that you can get. You can get it at Look Fantastic in exclusivity, I believe, or you can go on Armani website, but I've just been on the Armani website in the UK and a lot of them are sold out. So depending on which shade you're leaning towards, some of them are sold out already, because these 2, so 62 and 53, are the one used for Sabrina Carpenter makeup look, and I feel like a lot of us have just received them and purchased them because that's what she's using, and it's absolutely stunning. And this is literally the perfect shade for summer. It's kind of that peachy, it's not too orange, it's just gorgeous. They are water-based, water that turns into oil, but it's not oily. They are extremely light on the skin, and they are giving you that flush of color, just that glow from within. And they are super buildable. They are long-lasting cheek tint, sorry. And they last up to 12 hours. And to be honest, once it's on your face, it doesn't move. And a little goes a long way. So I always add just a little bit and then you reapply more if you need some. So let's just swatch them on my hand so you guys can see the tint. Let's start with 62. So that's the darker shade that I have received. I like the applicator. It's quite small. It's got a pointy bit. It's quite nice. So, and it just feels so light on the skin. So that's number 62. It's got a bit of a mauve into it, kind of that muted mauve into it. It's neutral shade. It's gorgeous. Then we have 53. It is obviously for cool tone girlies. It's much more light. It's a vibrant pink. But I think even if you're warm tone, if you mix it with something else, you can get away with it. So that's this one here. I love that sort of pink. I really, really like that sort of pink. And the last one, that is 50.5, odd number. Obviously, if you have a warm skin tone, you're gonna love this one. This one here. It's beautiful. And you see how luminous they are. Obviously, it's that Luminous Silk collection. But they are water-based. It's a water to oil. I don't know how it works. I'm not a technical person, but they're just so light on the skin. Let's see this one, because it's been there a bit longer. You can smudge it, but once it dries, it just stays on your skin. So you gotta be a little bit quick in terms of application. I love the luminosity of it. And they are, yeah, it's a lightweight formula that basically once it's there, it's not going to move. You can add a bit of powder on top of it or any other blush that would complement the shade. But in my experience, when I wear them, I've only applied the cream blush and nothing else on top of it, and it didn't move the whole day. So for today's look, I am thinking of mixing these two together, and maybe we can add this one. Let's see. So I'm going to start with the darker shade, the 62, and I'm going to apply it with my finger. So very easy. I'm just gonna come quite high on the cheek, placing 2 small dots because I don't want to add too much. And literally, I'm just gonna, with my finger, tap it on my cheek. How gorgeous is it? It kind of matches the top. And it doesn't matter if you go too high when you apply that sort of liquid blush, because you can come with your concealer afterwards and just correct it. So if you're a big fan of Sabrina Carpenter, that's how you would do it. You just apply it with your finger quite high on the cheek, and she goes all the way to the temple. Like so. Because it's giving you that very young, youthful look. I'm loving this shade. So it's quite pigmented in here, but once you apply it on your skin, it's really just giving you that flush of color, but you can obviously keep adding some more. And it's, the more you add, it's a very buildable product. Let's see, this is perfect. I love the luminosity that it's giving. I'll come closer. It's so easy, it's not patchy, and it hasn't moved the foundation or the concealer underneath. It's really a gorgeous product. It's that luminosity that it's giving. It's giving you that healthy look. So I'm gonna do the other side. So I've done the other cheek, and it's always a bit tricky to make sure that both cheeks are equally done the same way and the blush is at the same place. So it's sometimes easier to do it off camera to be sure that it's equal and well balanced. So I'm going to add this one here, this shade, so it's 53. And because it's much lighter, I'm going to place it in a different place. So I'm going to come really just here at the front and the top, you know, your apple, the apple of the cheek. And I'm gonna concentrate the product right here. How gorgeous is this? So you've got your lighter shade at the front, and the darker shade on the side. So obviously, well, I say obviously, if you have very round cheeks, it's going to make you look already young and youthful. So you gotta be careful to not, if you place product like I just did, it's going to give you that very young and childish look. So you just gotta be careful into how and where you place your product. If I had those very round cheek and prominent cheeks, I would probably apply less and kind of move it a bit towards the sides, because you're gonna end up with two big round cheeks here at the front. Depending on your age, it's something that you just need to play with and to find where the product is the best place and suitable for your face. In my case, I've got a very long face, oval face, so I need to apply it more like this to kind of cut the long oval face, because otherwise if I just place it here on the side, it's really going to elongate again even more. So that's why I place it more in the center here. And since the pregnancy, I've lost quite a bit of weight, and obviously the skin is not the same. You lose elasticity, you lose collagen in your skin, and that's just normal. And also, as we're all aging, sadly, it's one of the reality. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, I'm healthy. I'm very happy. But that's just the way things are, right? So that's the blush done and placed. I just love how luminous the blush is, and you've seen, guys, how easy it is to apply. You just literally a few dots, you apply your finger. If you want more, you add some more. If you've put too much, you come with your beauty blender, you just, correct. If you've been too high, you correct it. And also, I like to come over just to be sure that there's not a massive line, there's not the transition is very smooth, and that's it. So I'm not going to add this one because I feel like it's going to be a bit of an overkill if I add the orange shade, the peach shade on top of it. But next time. And this with the bronzer, wowzer. The Armani Beauty bronzer, just gorgeous. And also from Armani, so they haven't sent me these are purchased. The eye tint that I am such a big fan, especially this one because it's like a petrol colored. It just changes, the shade is changing depending on the light reflection. I've got a matte black that is just such a useful product. And this is my favorite. It's kind of purple top color. Chanel has one that is almost the same, but I really like that sort of product. It's just so easy to work with. So I'm gonna use this one for today. I'm gonna apply it. I have my mirror here on the side, and this dries extremely quick, so you have to be quick. Once you place it, I have a little brush here that I can use for powder or cream. It's really all you can tell, like the wand it's all peeling off, but I really like the brush. So here we go, like this, and I'm coming just on the mobile lid. I don't want to apply too much. It's better you apply some and you reapply if you need it. And I'm going to smudge it upwards. So I'm spreading nicely the product. You could also do that with your fingers. And once it's all spread out, it's not as dark as it looks in the little bottle. So I did the other eye as well. I love how shiny, it's kind of that metallic-y mauve purple, It's really, really nice. Obviously it's a bit dark, so it's not necessarily a daytime makeup look, but you know what, I don't think there are no rules anymore. It's really up to you. If you want to wear something darker, go for it. Like, no one's gonna stop you. And I feel like on some people it looks really good. The darker shade looks really good on some people, so if it looks good on you and you like it, go for it. So I'm going to use the black shade as my eyeliner. So I'm not going to use this one because it's a bit big. So I have a very small brush that I've just put some on the tip. I've got my little mirror here, and I'm going to just add some just towards here. Just like so, and I'm smudging it as well. So I finished the eyes, so I only added mascara. The eyeliner is this black eye tint that I've used with my small brush from Spectrum. It's literally a fine line with a wing, which is quite easy to do when you have a small brush like this. It's flat, it's got that pointy tip, and it's just practice. There are no secrets. It's literally just practice. I want to add a little bit of bronzer, so I'm going to use my Armani bronzer, so the Luminous Silk bronzing powder, and I want to use shade 110, so the darker shade that I have. I'm going to use a loose brush, but not too big. So these are so pigmented, so I'm gonna go, I've just pressed it into the pan, and I mainly want to add it here on my forehead and on the side. Just like so, and it just gives that nice snatch kind of look. Snatch, well put together. I don't know, snatch might not be the perfect word, but I love when you add just bronzer on the forehead like this. It just gives that, and add a little something to your makeup look. There's something about, you know, contouring and bronzing. It just frames the face much nicely. And don't forget to come into the hairline so you don't have like a white a white bit coming out. So see, it just kind of frames the forehead nicely, and on the side as well. Can add a little bit more just here on the temple. Like so, go into the hairline, voila, and you can come on the jaw to create that definition. Lastly, for the lips, because we have some shimmer on the eyes, I'm gonna go for something matte on the lips, and I don't want to take away the eyes and the cheeks, so I'm going with something quite nude, quite neutral. I'm going to overline my lips with one of the e.l.f. Cream Glide lip liner. It's the nude shade, literally just to overline like so, and I don't go all the way into the corner. It's making a massive difference into the shape. If you want to have a fuller lip, just don't go all the way up, and same on the top. So overlining the middle part, and then you come down on your lip, but you don't join the corners. Just like so. Here you leave it, no lip liner. And I'm going to use my lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush, and it's shade Pillow Talk Blur. I'm just gonna mix it in the tube because it was laying down. Making sure that I'm mixing the lipstick, the little wand, and it's going nicely on the lips. It's close to my natural color. It just gives that really nice airbrush finish. This is the final look for today. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I know there are so many liquid blushes available, but honestly, these are just so good. Look how natural and non-patchy they are. It just gives that really nice glow from within. They are so luminous, and I didn't put any powder. It's literally just the blush applied with my fingers. That is it. Yeah, they're really nice blush. While they're still available, because they're not all completely sold out yet, I'd say get your hands onto them. And a big bottle like that is going to last forever. So that's for the blushes. I will obviously put all the product I've been using today in the description down below. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments, any other product that I should be reviewing. Thank you for following along. If you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.